Hello, everyone. RBG Human Kid here, back with some more 100 Line Last Defense Academy. In the previous video, we got the ending of the mystery route. We saw ending 99 and 100. And we learned about who was X and how we tried to prevent him, but we kind of fucked up because of my character. Takumi's a dumbass. And then we also learned that everyone's also kind of dumb. For being completely honest, they're all dumb. Also, no one's no one hang out with Tsubasa, of course. We're still looking for that book, and we only have 10% left. But we're going to be leaping tomorrow, and where we'll be leaping, not sure. We'll find out. I'm so curious about this. Hey, Takumi, don't you wonder how the revival magic works? Should be impossible to instantly revive a human body. What do the inner workings look like? I'm trying to find out. I don't suppose I can take it apart, can I? Easy now, Tsubasa. Back away from the revival matic. That thing will turn you into Swiss cheese if you don't keep your distance. It'll just bring us back, even if it kills us, right? He's full of holes won't kill me instantly. We might be able to investigate the machine in the few seconds before we die. Come on, you know we can't do that. We're not zombies, at least not in this timeline. Why are you so desperate to find out this to figure out this machine anyway? I'm a mechanic. How could I not want to know? I can't not take apart. I can't not take apart and look at any machine that's a mystery to me. I held Tsubasa back to try to approach the revival Mac, managing to pull her outside the room. Nothing scarier than persistence of a prodigy. I actually like how there's some of these ones I haven't come across yet. Hey, Hiroko, I noticed something on my device earlier. Take a look. It's in a book. Show it on the screen. It's currently displaying the map of the different timelines. And this is the Hunt mystery route. What about it? Huh? Kakoji left to this timeline on day 24, right? Then splits into the Hunt and mystery lines on day 25. All this time we've been fixating on just one of these branches, the mystery timeline. It's only natural since our goal has been to prevent the murders that happened there. And that's right. And as I've told you several times now, it's been locked, so we can't leap there anymore. Yeah, I know. But putting the murders aside for a moment, we'll be focused on catching Kakoji instead. I see. There's still another branch she exists in that hasn't been locked. Right. We just have to leap to the Invader Hunt timeline. Oh boy, that's gonna go well. Actually, I can't remember what happens in that time. Like, I know there's a sponsor. Like, who the fuck is the sponsor during that? It can't be one of us. The two of us snuck out of the school and headed towards the lab. Everything looks good. The Hunt timeline hasn't been blocked off. So we can leap there. Yes, but not right now. The blood space waves won't be on their peak until tomorrow afternoon at 1:50 p.m. At least we know that. And we have a real chance of catching Kakoji now.
We still won't be able to do anything about the murders in the mystery timeline.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean we should just let her run wild in the other one, does it?
You're right. We should treat her and get rid of that Gi parasite in her head.
Then do we send her back to the Box of Calamity route, or what?
Another thing, too. But bear in mind, it's only a theory. I think the sponsor behind the Invader Hunt killing game is probably Kakoji, too.
That's what I figured.
She's the one who set it up so everyone would have to kill each other?
Yeah, you know, that makes sense. Because she doesn't like killing,
It
so...
would make sense, wouldn't it? There's no one else who'd be in a position to mastermind it.
So if we stop her in that timeline, we can stop the killing game from happening.
Sounds like we decided our destination.
Aha!
Yeah, tomorrow we'll leap to invade our Hunt timeline. Hiroko, I want to ask you something about the hunt timeline. Don't have any memories of it. What exactly happened there? Like I said, we were forced to participate in a killing game called the Invader Hunt. Right, I do remember the name. It appears on the blackboard on day 25 of the Hunt Mystery Timeline.
Huh?
There was also a tape recorder left on the teacher's desk. It had a message that mentioned it too. But that's all I know. I must not have gotten my memories back yet. To put it simply, we are offered a chance to participate in the game. The hunt timeline is what happens when you agree to it. And then, the invader hunt took place. But what about after that? What actually happened during the game? I don't really know either. My memory of it ends on day 30. Oh yeah, because she dies. Why? Because... Hiyoko let out a deep sigh. Day 30 is the day I was killed. Day 31. So unfortunately, we won't prevent her death. That afternoon, Hiroko and I made our way to the lab once more. And that does it for the settings. Now we just need to put on our suits and wait. Hey, how exactly are you going to treat Kako-ji? In the same way we did Takumi-ji. I thought Takumi-ji only had the Gi data inside him. The Gi didn't physically travel back in time when the loop reset, but it's different with Kako-ji. She's from the Box of Calamity timeline, where an actual Gi parasite crawled into her brain. True, and that's why when we catch her, the first thing we'll have to do is cut off her head. Huh? Don't look at me like that. We'll bring her back afterwards, but that's not all we'll do. If we revive her right away, the record of her brain inside the revival map will still include the Gi data. It will reconstruct her natural pathways the way they are now, making it the same as if she were still possessed. Kind of like what happened to Takumi-ji. And that's right. Hence why we'll treat her in the same way. With the repair program on the thumb drive? Made sense, but do we really have to cut off her head first? Yeah? I pushed aside my gloomy thoughts and got into the suit. Hiroko did the same. Remember, this timeline is basically uncharted territory. Neither of us know what's going to happen there, so... I know. I have to be careful. And I will be. Don't worry. Just like that, it was time. 1:50 p.m. on the dot. Here we go. I remember more sponsors showing up, but oh, that could have just been the dead bodies then. That could have just been the dead bodies of all of them. I think that was something that they thought about. Hey, aren't these suits going to make us stand out? It would be even more worse if we took them off, especially for me. Right. The you from this timeline's already dead. If anyone saw me walking around alive again, they'd probably burn me like they did two witches in the Middle Ages. Guess we'll just have to be extra careful not to get caught. I agree. Let's get going. We made our way to the unmarked room on the first floor. The one we called the capsule room. Actually, wait, no, this is... I think the Takumi from this timeline, who they're probably calling called Takumi 4, comes into this room and then we knock him out. We should be safe in here. Back in Stay Fundamental, this is where we put Ado. I guess not in this timeline. What's our plan from here? Yeah, because Ado's dead in this timeline. Well, dead. First and foremost, we need information to help us pin down Gakoji's whereabouts. Just then the unthinkable happened. The door opened and someone stepped into the room. Hi, Takumi. It was the me from this timeline. Takumi 4. When he moved fast, spun around and ran for the door. Couldn't let him escape. Dove for it and barely managed to stop him.
Hey!
Yep.
Let me go!
Takumi 4 struggled to get out from under me. Naturally, in terms of strength, we were equally matched. Gravity was on my side, though. Had him pinned down for the moment. It would only be a matter of time before he threw me off. I had to do something. I had to keep him from getting away. Just as I was at my wit's end. Yuriko drew close and, with the voice changer in her helmet, whispered something to the other me. We have nothing to do with the invader hunt. All at once, the fight seemed to go out of Takumi 4. A few moments later, he lost consciousness completely.
Whew. Good thing I brought this anesthetic.
Hope you have another one, though.
You've been walking around with that stuff this whole time?
Yes, I carry it as a kind of lucky charm.
Kinky.
How strong is it? How long do we have?
This batch is pretty strong. He'll probably be out for, 12 hours or so.
Carried the unconscious Takumi 4 to one of the castles and stowed him inside it. What now? With Takumi 4 inside that capsule, everyone will think he's gone missing. We don't want them to come looking for him. Fortunately, I have a plan. Oh.
Yeah!
You want me to take Takumi's 4 place to give information out of everyone?
Huh.
Don't act like you don't want to. You've already taken off your leaf suit. What are you going to do, though? I'll stay here. I need to keep an eye on Takumi 4. But remember, our time here is limited. We need to leave back by 5:10 p.m. It's probably best if we leave the school by 4 p.m. Have you got that? It's already 3:20 p.m. They only gave me 40 minutes. Hurried out of the door and got to work. I don't remember them mentioning anything about Takumi from the other lines, so couldn't find anyone on the first or second floors. Finally got the 3rd floor and charged into the rec room. What's everyone doing in here? What do you mean? Where have you been, Takumi? Kako. My heart almost leapt right out of my chest, but then I realized my mistake. This wasn't Kako G. I could tell just by looking in her eyes. Huh? Is something wrong? No, it's fine. It's nothing really. Brushed her off and took another look around the group. There were 9 of them here in total. I said everyone a moment ago, but we were still missing some members. Edo, Gaku, Darumi, Kurara, Eva, and Hiroko 4 were nowhere to be seen. Of them, there were 2 whose absence I couldn't explain. Well, Edo's dead in this timeline. Gaku's already dead. Darumi's just off doing her own thing. Kurara's dead. Eva's in the thing, and Hiroko's dead. Huh? Hey, where's Darumi?
Oh.
She still hasn't opened her eyes. And Kurara? Huh? Takumi, what's wrong with you? Is this a joke? If this is a joke, it is not funny. Kurara, she refused to take part in the game, and Takamura trailed off. Everyone looked heartbroken. Didn't take a genius to figure out what had happened. She'd been killed by Invader Hunt's mysterious sponsor, by Kako G. We all figured we couldn't stay depressed about forever. So we decided to have a memorial in here tonight. Not just for Kurara, but Gaku and Hiroko and the others too. Now that the killing game or Invader Hunt or whatever is over, we can finally take some time to grieve. Wait, what? I know we haven't had our differences in the past, but it's time to put them behind us. Oh shit! This is where... So we've already killed This is where we killed... We've already killed Kakoji here. So then what happens? Wait a minute. What do you mean the game is over? Everyone looked at each other in confusion. Seriously, man. What's up with you today? The sponsor died this morning, remember? They died? Yep. Burnt to a crisp by undying flames. You're right there with us when it happened.
They were wearing that curious suit with the big helmet. So we never managed to figure out who they really were.
But they're dead and gone now. That much is obvious.
Their body was burned away completely. There was nothing left of them afterwards.
They screamed in this really weird way at the end. It sounded kind of like... Gee.
So yeah, game's over. You really don't remember any of that? It's more confused than ever now. I didn't want to let it show and make things worse. Did my best to smile and sound at least halfway normal. Yeah, of course. I remember now. Just hit my head in the hallway a while back, and things have been a little fuzzy since then. Don't think they bought my excuse, but no one called me out of it either. I need to get back to Hiroko and tell her about this. Pull out my device and check the time. 4:02 p.m. Okay, now I have to go now. Man, I feel dizzy all of a sudden. I guess I'm not fully recovered yet. Sorry, but I think it's best if I call it a night here. See you tomorrow, guys. I had my excuse and head for the door, but never made it that far. In a rush, I lost my footing and my head slammed to the ground. Weirdly, I didn't feel any pain. Because before I could even feel it, my consciousness suddenly faded away. Oh, great. Oh, Lord, what are we gonna do? Woke up suddenly, sitting bolt upright. First thing I did was check my device. Hold on. The time was 4:27 p.m. The date? Day 32? Knocked out for a whole day. I also missed the window to leap out of this timeline. This is bad. To go find Hiroko. Got to my feet and opened the door. Before I could leave, someone else came charging in. It was Tsubasa. She looked tense and jittery. She was clearly worried about something. Takumi, you're... Yeah, you look fine. In that case, come with me. It's an emergency. Didn't get a chance to say no or even ask her where we were going. Tsubasa just dragged me along with her. Eventually, we stopped outside a door on the first floor. The gym? I haven't told the others about this yet. You're the captain, so I figured you should be the first to know. Tsubasa got up on the stage and walked toward the corner of the room. I followed her. She stopped and knelt down and opened the trapdoor in the floor. I already knew it was there. I remember it from the mystery timeline. This leads to the escape pod storage, right? Good. Sounds like you haven't forgotten everything. Apparently Takumi 4 knew about it too. Come on, there's something I need to show you. She disappeared into the darkness. So I climbed down after her. I had a bad feeling what might be waiting for me down there. It's busted. The escape pod's busted. Finally reached the bomb. I looked around and... Hey, what's the matter? Aren't you shocked about this? Honestly, I wasn't. I've seen the exact same thing happen in another timeline after all. But it would seem unnatural for me to be so calm. I had to put on some kind of act. Whoa, what the heck? The escape pod's been totally wrecked. Right? This is really, really bad, right? Looked like I was in the clear. I wasn't so much of an actor. But acting surprised, that I could handle. Not that even mad right now. Even if it happened before, the escape pod being put out of commission was still a serious matter. Do you know what did this, Tsubasa? Yeah. Just got through analyzing the damage before I came to see you. Let me explain. The corrosion's been caused by something called practical bacteria. The roads matter on a molecular level, so it's invisible to the naked eye until the damage starts to show. Bacteria eats away at metal to grow stronger. Actually, I'm not sure if eat is the right word. Technically, it's more like the energy released during the oxidation process allows its cells to reproduce. Don't be fooled by the bacteria part of the name. It's not really alive, it's just a chemical substance. And that said, we're talking about something that randomly occurs in quantum level space, so there's not a lot we know about it. This was new information. I guess that's because when I found the pod in the mystery timeline, Tsubasa wasn't there to investigate it. Like I said, this is really, really bad. I mean, with the pod in this condition, we won't be able to get away when the final attack launches on day 100. Yeah, skipping this. We don't need to see that again. It means on day 100 we'll be wiped out too. Tsubasa gulped and nodded. Can you repair it? Not the way it is now. I have to get rid of the practical bacteria first. Is that possible? Tsubasa took out a photograph and showed it to me. Look at this photograph! Yeah, but I'll need some of this. QB liquid. It's the only thing that can purge the bacteria. Yep. I have no idea where to find it, though. What about the biolab? I looked in there already. This is rare stuff. Don't think there's a single vial of it in this whole school. At this point, the only thing we can do is search around in the ruins outside and hope for the best. Tsubasa and I went to our separate ways for now. Once she was out of sight, I hurried back to the capsule room. The moment I got inside, I was greeted with a yell so loud it hurt my ears. No. You're late. What in the world have you been doing all this time, you hopeless nitwit? Explain everything, but first where's Takumi 4? I got bored of him and decided to pluck out every single hair of his body. Huh? I'm kidding. He's still in the capsule. He did wake up at one point, but I gave him another dose to put him under again. All that anesthetic can't be good for him. Now you are about to explain why you've been keeping me waiting. If I'm not satisfied with your excuse, I'll twist your body into a double helix. Don't want that to happen, obviously. Proceed to give Hiroko a full dramatic reenaction of what I experienced the day before. I see. So the sponsor's dead. And they screamed Gi when they died. I think it's safe to assume it was Kako G. No one else in this timeline could possibly be infected. And that's too bad. We've came all this way, and now we won't be able to cure her. Hiroko sighed. Couldn't see her face, but she sounded thoroughly demoralized. I could understand why. Kako may have been possessed, but she was still our friend, and now she was gone. Not to mention it was Hiroko who sent her into this timeline to begin with. She's probably feeling guilty about all this. As for the escape pod, well, it's just like I told you. Practical bacteria. Haven't heard that one before. There's something I still don't understand. Why is the pod fine in all the other timelines? It's only the mystery timeline, the one and this one where it's been corroded like that. Probably has something to do with the Gi? There's probably a quantum theory explanation for that. When you look at the universe on the smallest possible scale, everything comes down to chance. The slightest chance in a single atom's placement can lead to dramatic changes. It's impossible to predict how it will all play out. So the reason the practical bacteria didn't foam in the other timeline is pure luck. It just so happened to occur here, but nowhere else. Is that luck going to affect the other timelines as well? Of course. Those changes are part of what creates the infinite parallel universes out there. What? Sorry, this is all too complicated for a peon like you to understand, isn't it? Let's get back to the more immediate problem. Right, if the pods still have action when the final attack launches on day 100, everyone here will die. I know this is our timeline, but I don't want to just abandon them. I feel the same. Let's see if we can find that QB liquid. But first, put this suit back on, you fucking idiot. Looks like we made it. Yes, we're lucky our window to leap is still open. I've never known the blood space waves to remain this high for so long. Must be another quirk of quantum probability. The time limit's getting closer, though. We need to get into our leap suits. We take a little break. Been running non-stop since we left the school. The next window's not until day 45. If we miss this chance, we'll have to stay here until then. Is that what you want? No, I know that, but... And there's an attack tomorrow. We need to be in the steady fundamental to help them fight. I know, but we'll look for the QB liquor when we get to the chance, right? No. We'll talk about this later. Come on, we've only got 5 minutes. Damn. Yes, Hiroko said and got into the leap suit, while she set up the machine. And then... Alright, let's go home. Yeah, if I remember correctly, I think Takumi gets attacked, and that's obviously his whole thing, is like he got attacked, so that's why he's like, oh, my memory's been fuzzy and all that stuff, and I don't remember. So that's what happens there, and then he wakes up with the QB liquid. Looks like we stayed out past curfew again. We still made it back the day before a battle. Sirei and Inigo can't complain about that. What are you going to tell the others this time? Maybe I should lean into the rumors and say we were making babies. Hiroko's face immediately went beet red. I'll let that slide since we need you for battle tomorrow. But next time you say something like that, you're getting the double helix treatment. She stormed off into school, leaving me in the dust. QB liquid. Are we really going to be able to find any? Gaze up the starry night sky and sighed. Just one more thing to worry about. It's so crazy how a lot of these things make sense. Day 33. That concludes our briefing on the enemy we'll be facing this time. Are there any questions? Pardon a mental defective simpleton like me for asking, but if we know which days the enemy is going to attack, why don't we set up more traps and stuff to slow them down? Good grief! You really are a simpleton if you can't figure that out. If we did that, the invaders would know that we know when they're coming, you see. And then they'd change up their strategy to try and throw us off. Before you know it, we wouldn't have a clue when they were going to attack or which commanders they'd be sending. In other words, we lose our biggest strategic advantage. Correctamundo! That's why we've got to exercise a certain amount of subtlety. Hiroko smirked. It had probably been her idea for Sirei to tell everyone that. Why do they have to attack so early anyway? That's actually a good question. They seem to attack at night or early morning a lot. They've only attacked at night once. And that was Ava. That's the only time we've ever been attacked at night. Eyebrows because they're jealous of my beautiful, healthy skin. You mean they're disrupting our sleep patterns in an attempt to undermine our skincare regimen? You know what? Now it's personal. You actually care about your skin doubting me? I'm surprised you can even breathe through all that makeup you slather on. Better than sweating like a pig inside that mask. The whole thing stinks like an unwashed jockstrap, you know. Like, no way. My precious mask. Do not worry, Miss Osuzuki. I do not detect any such body odors. Phew, that's a relief. There is a smell like defecation, though. That's even worse! Hey, Ava, about today's battle, I'll be joining you, of course. Are you really sure about this? You're not going to turn on us part way through or anything. That won't happen. I guarantee it. Miss Ava is a fully fledged member of our team now. You must trust her. Yes, please trust me, and we'll kill lots of those disgusting invaders together. As we were talking, the morning announcement played. It won't be long now. Up and at 'em! Isn't this the... Sure enough, a few seconds later, yeah, it's the illusionary one. I think.
Intruder.
Like, that's the one who attacks us, right? Okay, guys, let's do this. Special Defense Unit, move out. I'm going to keep this one in because I'm pretty sure this is technically a new one. I don't think we've had one with everyone minus Ado, but plus Ava, so this might be a new one. I was trying to think that if they ever do bring this game to PlayStation, I'm like, how would I play this? I would definitely want to play it in a different way that I've been playing it now. But like, in a way that still ends up being, you know, this way. Where this is the last route I do. So it's like, I should do every single other route besides the routes that I need for this ending. And the story lock.
Did you see, everyone? I'm killing these revolting invaders just like you.
Thanks, Ava. You helped us make it through the first wave without any major problems.
According to Sirei, though, the real battle's still to come.
Yeah, we haven't seen the commander yet.
What was this one's name again?
I believe it was something like... Alan, get a clue?
Oh,
It's Adamakyu.
The angry
Come on,
one.
guys, don't get distracted.
Stay strong, everyone.
So, I mean, he says that bitch in this one every single time. But, like, it wouldn't make sense if he said that in this line, but, I mean, he could if Veshness is actually dead.
Who the hell does she think I am? I'm the great Adamakyu, the paragon of hatred! You're all going down!
But is Veshness alive?
Adam with the shoes here!
You know, rates of depression among shoe salesmen are higher than in any other industry.
That's not even a joke anymore. How sad.
Let's give the poor guy a break. Preferably a permanent one. Focus, guys! Here we go!
I'm coming for you!
Looks like my chicken wing Majero drop did the trick. Are we naming our attacks now? So, what are we going to do with Aaron Takapue?
Adamakyu.
We should kill
Adam,
him
take a cue.
immediately.
Nah, ain't no point in that.
I agree. He is already vanquished.
He's not even moving anymore. He's totally dead, huh?
Don't let your guards down yet. There's still a chance she's going to show up again.
Yuriko had barely finished speaking when it happened. Figure appeared in the battlefield like a bolt of lightning. Veshness. So then next to Amaku's body, snatched it up and threw it with all their might. It hurled across the sky, flying in an elegant arc. It finally disappeared from view, landing somewhere outside the wall of fire. We watched it go, then turn our attention back to the new arrival. It was, of course,
Veshness.
So, you're still alive.
It will take more than a little firework like that to defeat me. I wasn't able to save Valagarzo and Zanshin's bodies from the blast, but we all have to make sacrifices.
I Flame Bomb didn't kill Veshness in any of the other timelines. Kirka and I both knew that. I've been holding on to a vain hope that maybe things would be different this time. This timeline's explosion was supposed to be a lot stronger than the others after all. And also, Veshness wasn't that much stronger. I really hadn't known for sure whether she would show up at the end of this battle or not. What we've been able to do is tell everyone, the Sirei, of course, that it was a possibility.
Sirei did warn us about this, so I'm not totally shocked. I'm still surprised, though.
Surprised, but not shocked?
Aren't they essentially the same thing?
I think the whole team felt that way. They all seemed a lot less sure of themselves they had a moment ago.
Don't despair, everyone. Let's kill this odious invader without delay.
Odious?
You've betrayed us to side with the enemy, Ava? Have you forgotten our family pride?
Shut the hell up, you nasty bitch.
Damn!
I'm about to shove my hand so far up your ass, your back teeth will clatter.
It sounded like the new and improved brainwashing process had made some interesting changes to Ava's vocabulary.
Have it your way. I'll just have to show you the kind of calamity that befalls traitors like you!
Bring it on, skank. I'll break open your head and suck your brains up through a bendy straw.
Through a bendy straw. Veshness kicked off the ground and transformed in mid-air. When she landed, the ground trembled underneath us.
You guys, this is your first time fighting her, right?
Huh? Of course! Why are you even asking? Yeah, what do you mean, our first time?
Almost sounds like you fought her before, Takumi. No, of course I haven't.
No.
How could I?
You are a fucking moron!
She's really strong, I assume. So be careful.
Thanks for making me even more nervous.
Don't worry. We can win if we all work together.
Yeah, ain't nothing to it but to do it.
Kill. Kill. Kill!
Bow down!
We did it! We won!
Curious. She wasn't nearly so formidable as I was expecting.
Ding dong, the bitch is dead. The special defense unit comes out on top again.
Oh my god, this round has some gems. Ding dong, the bitch is dead.
Ding dong, the bitch is dead. The special defense unit comes out on top again. Ding dong, the bitch is dead. The special defense unit comes out on top again.
Curse you!
Oh no! She's still alive!
Oh no.
Of course I am. If your bomb didn't kill me, what makes you think your little guns and swords could? I have to compliment you, though. I never thought you'd give me this much trouble.
How about you surrender now and make it easier on yourself?
Fools! I can't die yet. I will win this war, even if I have to violate the teachings to do it.
Uh-oh.
What? Farewell for now.
With that, Vashnos was gone.
Phew.
We did it! Go us!
You're light years too soon to take us on, loser!
Hell
But
yeah.
don't light years measure distance.
Don't sweat the details. It's all about sounding cool.
Looks like we won again!
There's only one thing left to do.
Yeah,
Please, let's
do it.
not.
1, 2...
Special Defense Unit! Best in the world! Indestructible and undefeated! Never lose! Never yield! Special Defense Unit, fight on!
Everyone was in a good mood, but Vashnos' world still haunted me, even if I have to violate the teachings. Was this timeline's version of her right to start absorbing Cryptogloba now? It was an unsettling thought, but I didn't want to ruin everyone's fun.
I'll worry about this later.
Push aside those worries and join the others in celebrating our victory. Well, she has Adamakyu. The one that can change forms. The one that can be the blimp boy. And the one that can, you know, brainwash people. So that's only 4. And then Del Shah, but she won't absorb Del Shah right away.
Up and Adam troops!
I don't know. His word, sub. Immediately after I heard the usual morning announcement, Yugama rushed into my room. Uh-oh. Takumi, it's an emergency. Come with me. Ran down the hall with Yugama until we arrived at the parking lot. Rushed over to everyone was standing only to see... Oh, what the fuck? What? Everyone else was already there. We all stood around stunned in front of the school bus, which had somehow become rusted and corroded. Nico and I were the first to find it. We were patrolling the school early this morning when we saw it. Then we went to wake up Suzihara, Kawana, and Omokage. We chose those 3 because they seem to have plenty of knowledge of physics and chemistry. They got to work analyzing the corrosion. And we called you all here because we figured out the cause. Well, what is it? I had a bad feeling about this. I felt awfully similar to something I'd seen before. I'll explain what we found out. The cause of the corrosion lies with something called practical bacteria. I knew it. Same thing that ruined the escape pods in the Hunt and Mystery timelines. It showed up in this timeline too. But why? Caught Hiriko's eye and she nodded. We'll talk about this later when we were alone. Better go check on the escape pod too. Tsubasa continued her explanation. The details are exactly the same as what she told us in the Hunt timeline. I don't really get what you're saying, but I can tell we're in a world of trouble. You've got that right. So far, we've only found damage here on the parking lot, but if we leave it like this, the practical bacteria will spread in no time. And then all the metal in this school will be reduced to rusted scrap. Everyone was lost for words. Hear gasps from a few of them. We have implemented some countermeasures, so things aren't going to fall apart just yet. Countermeasures? We've increased the air pressure in all school facilities, including the parking lot. That means we don't have to worry about air flowing from the low pressure atmosphere of the parking lot to the high pressure atmosphere of the rest of the school. Using this method, we'll be able to prevent the damage from spreading for another 9 days. 9 days? That's day 45, which, hey, that's probably where we'll go back to the Hunt timeline to give them the QB or whatever thing. But how are we supposed to get rid of this practical stuff? In response to Takamaru's question, Tsubasa produced the photograph. We'll need some of this QB liquid. It's the only thing that can purge the bacteria. The problem is, we have no idea where to find it. What about the biolab? I don't know of a chemical in that place. There's nothing like that in there. That's right! We're not going to find it in the school. It's so incredibly rare, you may not even find it outside the city ruins. Don't worry, I know what we have to do. Basically, we have to find this QB liquid within 9 days, right? But it's not even possible! You'll have to make it possible. We'll be in lethal levels of trouble if you don't find it. Yeah. No probs. We'll figure something out. Yeah, let's all split up and get to searching. The enemy would strike again on day 47, so there wasn't an issue with us leaving the school unattended for a while. Just in case of an unexpected attack, we decided that 8 of the team would remain at the school. I mean, 7 of us went out to search for the ruins, but we're not getting anywhere. There's no sign of it here. We didn't find anything either. This is driving me crazy. I told you it wouldn't be easy to find. At any rate, it's already nighttime. Yeah, let's get back and try again tomorrow. Return to the school and report our results, or lack thereof, to the defense team. Our friends who'd been guarding the school were disappointed for a moment, but they shrugged it off. It's fine. Still got 8 days left, right? You'll be sure to find it if you keep looking You'll be sure to find it if you just keep looking patiently. Nobody seemed too discouraged by the situation. Yet, anyway. Had a late dinner and went our separate ways. Eventually, everyone returned to their rooms. Everyone except for me and Hiroko, that is. Why is this happening? Why is this bacteria here in this timeline, too? I told you, didn't I? The practical bacteria emerges depending on quantum luck. It's an entirely fickle phenomenon that plays by its own rules. There's no sense in trying to reason it out. Let's focus on what we're going to do from here on. Namely, find the QB liquid. Do you have any ideas? Hiroko listlessly shook her head. Either way, we're in trouble. Our class weapons will be fine, but our electronics, traps, the escape pod, anything made of metal, all of it will end up falling apart. Even the machine in the defense room that holds Shion's real body. Which means... Exactly. At this rate, we're all going to die. So the escape pod is fine for now, is what I'm understanding. Just like the day before, we split up into groups of 7 and to explore and 8 to defend the school. I'm so curious whenever my first choice is going to be on this. Hiroko and I were a part of the exploration team. I can't remember if we actually found it or if it was given to us. Or like, quote unquote, we found it, but maybe the Hiroko and Takumi from this timeline put the bottle in whatever location they find it in over there. I can't remember how the QB liquid was found in the other timeline. Not to mention the invader hunt happened again by Ato's interference, which happened here. Let me look at when Ato escaped on the Box of Calamity route. Okay, so Ato hasn't escaped here yet. Ato is still there, but did he escape on day 36? Okay. So he either left there on either 35 or 36. I don't exactly... Shoma died between these two. So he must have came back again at some point. I'm trying to remember when that happened. Okay, so this is the save Darumi. Yeah, because we came on day 31. Day 32 is when we learn about the escape pod. I think he comes back on either 34 or 35. How does Shoma die again? Does he end up sacrificing himself? I think so, yeah. I think he actually sacrifices himself. Because I think they were like... I think the... I mean, it honestly does not make sense. Because they're like, oh, the setup has already... Like, it's already happened. And... I don't know. I feel like... Because I think we learned that some of the other sponsors are just dead bodies. Which explains why we think that, like, Gaku and maybe that Edo and Kurara are the other sponsors that show up eventually. But at some point, I feel like a live Edo, which I think is the Edo from the Box of Calamity route, shows up. I don't know. Maybe it's something that will get explained to us when we go back there later. Spent all day going from place to place in search of QB liquid. But in the end, we had nothing to show for it. We gave up on the search for now and decided to pick it up again the next day. Day 36. Up and at him! Decided to switch out the members of the search and defense teams randomly each day. Today I ended up in the defense team. After breakfast, I sent off the exploration team with a few words of encouragement. After that, I went back to my room. What should I do now? Should I go back to look for that book, Reflections on Impracticatory Metapsychology? No, I probably wasn't in the right mood for today. I was so preoccupied with the practical bacteria, I doubt I could focus. Still, I can't just sit around staring at the ceiling. The other staying in the school are Tekamaru, Nozomi, Yugamu, Koishika, and the Tsukumo twins, and Ava. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Decided to go see what they were all up to. With free time. Who have I not hung out with? Unfortunately, the people I can hang out with are the only ones I have hung out with before already. Can I actually go out exploring? That'd be hilarious if I can. I could see why not, but... Yeah, see? Okay, so they've actually taken all the fire extinguishers. Which, again, makes sense. I guess we'll go hang out with Kyoshika. Sir Takumi, will you accept me with my Swordmaster training? You're gonna practice Fireball Jutsu with me today, Sir Takumi. I thought I was supposed to be practicing swordsmanship. Okay, good. Nozomi finally wants to hang out with me. I feel like she never wanted to hang out with me. You seem like you're having fun, Nozomi. What are you up to? I was just watering and fertilizing these flowers. Flowers are so cute. Just looking at them is enough to put a smile on my face. Saw Nozomi giggling as she watered the flowers. It's far cuter than the flowers themselves. After spending some time together, you understand Nozomi better now. That night, I met at the schoolyard with the exploration team. I had returned from the trip. The disappointed faces told me all I needed to know. I still had to ask just in case. How did it go? They weakly shook their heads. That's too bad. 6 days left. Slowly but surely, our time was running out. After dinner, I headed for the usual spot behind the school at Hiroko's request. What do you want to talk about? Today's day 36. And that reminded me of something. Do you remember what happened on day 36 in the Box of Calamity timeline? Shifted through my memories. Ado escaped. If I remember right, Ado used a parallel leap machine to jump to another timeline. That's right. But in the end, we never found out which one he jumped to.
Huh?
You're saying you figured it out now?
Oh.
No, it's not that. But something about it still bothers me. It reminds me, Ado escaped from his cage back then too. His method was different this time around though. In the Box of Calamity timeline, someone broke the lock to the cage for him. Someone? If you don't remember, it's for the best. What? At any rate, he used a different plan here in this timeline. He managed to escape the cage all by himself. When I heard those words, I remembered something I'd heard.
Sir Ato requested that I close the drain.
Well, it's true. I opened the valve for the fountain in the courtyard all the way. The whole courtyard was soaked, like it had been doused by a sprinkler or something.
I can't remember what timeline this happened in. It can't happen in the mystery or any of those up there because Ado's dead. When does this one happen? It didn't happen in this. It didn't happen in the second scenario. It didn't happen in Coming of Age. When the fuck did this one happen?
I did give Ato something made of rubber. Sturdy rubber balloons. About 100 of them, actually.
I don't remember when this one happened. So that's what happened. Or did it all happen in this one?
Ato used the same method Ava did in the mystery timeline.
Oh yeah. You're just realizing that now? Well, it took me a while to connect the dots myself. On day 9, I remember the way Ava escaped in the mystery timeline. Do you remember when you suggested putting Ato back in the cage after he escaped? At that point, I was suddenly assaulted by a violent headache. I suddenly remember what happened in the mystery timeline, and that's why I said what I said.
Not that cage. We have to put him somewhere else.
As soon as Hiriko finished talking, I took off running.
Where do you think you're going?
I hear her calling after me. I respond without turning around. You know, there's something weird in some of her lines, especially on. I'm noticing more so in this one. The way that the voice actress says some of Hiriko's lines sounds so much different than how they were in other timelines.
I'm going to confirm something with Ato.
Confirm what?
Isn't it obvious? SAD. The scandalous Atsuki disappearance.
Fine. I don't know what you're up to, but I'm going with you.
Do we also remember that there's a... Oh, maybe that's why she said, no, not that one. Because I think they said put him in the other cage. But the other cage had the hole in it. Or the tunnel. Which, again, don't know where it leads, but what do I know? We found that in the Box of Calamity route. What are you two doing? Oh my god, it feels so weird. I haven't been seen in ages. Though I guess I was at the end of ending 100. And I don't know why everyone was happy to see me. Was I a normal one in that one? I don't know, it's weird. What are you two doing? It's almost time for bed. Couldn't you get any sleep? Did you come here so I could read Snow White to you? Unfortunately, I don't have any fairy tales. Shut up. I'm here to ask you something. Oh, really? Got out of the cage by yourself, didn't you? That K person you said unlocked it for you doesn't really exist. What are you blabbling about, Takumi? The bottom part of that animal pen wasn't secured in place. It's just a heavy iron cage mounted on the base. Still, it weighs 1 ton. It's not something anyone could move with their bare hands. That's why he came up with the idea of using buoyancy. The courtyard could be sealed airtight. The drain was sealed off and the fountain valve was wide open. The courtyard would be filled full of water in a matter of hours. And what would happen if there were 100 inflated 10-liter balloons in the cage when that happened? Academics principle states that upward buoyant force is equal to the weight of the displaced water. 100 balloons that hold 10 liters each makes 1,000 kilograms, 1 ton of upward force. This cancels out the weight of the cage and reduces it to near zero. You barely need to use a single finger. You're easily able to lift the cage with just the slightest effort. And that's how you escaped. On hearing my explanation, Edo broke out into a bright grin. Bravo! What a brilliant deduction, detective! There's no reason for me to hide anything now that you figured that much out. Then tell us, why did you invent this K person? To sow distrust and discord, naturally. And why did you go to the infirmary after escaping? To destroy the Revival-matic. Without that, you'd all be in a tight spot, wouldn't you? This man was making my blood boil. You haven't changed at all. You're still a liar, a traitor, an untrustworthy scumbag. Oh, I feel terribly wounded. Maybe it would make me feel better if I told everyone about your little trips through time. Apologize. On your hands and knees, put that low, slobbing forehead of yours on the ground, and then scream about how sorry you are, with tears streaming down your face. Do that, and I might forgive you. I drew my head back to lash out, but Hiroko caught before I could. Come on, we'll only be wasting our time talking to him. Oh, you're going? That's too bad. I happen to be aware of some valuable intel that you might be interested in. Valuable? Intel. But I won't say a word until I get that apology. See you around, friends. Good night. Edo turned and vanished into the capsule. He's bluffing. Don't pay him any mind. Huh? Yeah, you're right. Let's get out of here. Oh, could this be my first choice here? And so into day 36. I didn't think about Edo again for a while after that. Could this be my first choice, is to do what Edo says? I don't know. I'm honestly conflicted, or not really conflicted. I'm curious as to when my first choice will be that will lead down the path. Because I'm going to assume we're going to get our first choice. That will lead to 2 other paths that will have endings. But each of those paths will have another choice that each leads down to 2 endings. So it's a whole, the one path splits into 2. Then those 2 paths also split into 2. And then those paths have endings. So, yeah. At least that's my guess. Spent the entirety of the day searching for QB liquid. Unfortunately, our search didn't turn up anything, and time flew by without any mercy. Morning of day 38 was upon us without so much of a hint of a lead. Does Edo know where QB liquid's at? Up and at him! Okay, catch you guys later. Be careful out there. Or don't. Be as reckless as you want. We only have 5 days left. That's right. Don't hesitate to make sacrifices. Do whatever it takes to find the QB liquid and bring it back to the school. Make sacrifices? If we die outside the wall, we don't come back. He's telling us he doesn't care if that comes to that. That's so heartless. I won't let that comment slide. Sirei can say whatever you want. Doesn't mean we have to agree. Right. Your biggest priority is making it back in one piece. That's in order. Understood? I'm so grateful for your words of encouragement. Yes, we should go now. After seeing off the exploration team, the rest of us went our own ways. I always end up coming back to my room. Is this just my nature? Well, whatever. 7 people are on guard duty, not counting myself. Kirara, Gaku, Shoma, Moko, Darumi, Tsubasa, and Hiroko. So I go see what they were up to. Man, it's so funny how this is actually like not only like, you know, it is putting stakes into what's going on here, but the fact that, you know, we only had like what 10% left or like 20% left. We had a small percent left of looking the library for that one book. This is also a nice way to like drag that on too. I was just looking at this statue. It's good for the soul to appreciate a beautiful work of art, isn't it? Speaking of work of art, hello, Hiroko. Gaze at the statue with Hiroko. Like, that's my only thought process, is like, that's one of the reasons why we're doing this, is because it also elongates that, you know? It makes it so that we don't focus on finding the book, which we may or may not find the book. I think we will find the book. It may be in the library. It may not be in the library. I think that is a book we will find, and it will help us out to get out of the loop in a way. But in order to get out of the loop, maybe we have to fix other timelines first, and that's what Hiroko's kind of thinking about in a way, is that like the more timelines we make, the greater chance we could break out of this never-ending loop. I don't believe this. It's unforgivable. The decor in this school is unbelievably tacky. It's so cheap looking I could vomit. Looks like Kara's not a fan of the decor, which people sure are fussy. And even then, maybe she's just like wants to make timelines where as many people as possible are alive. The exploration team came back late. It's already past 10 p.m. when we saw them. What were you guys doing? I was worried. Yeah, sorry about that. Well, did you find anything? All 7 members of the exploration team grinned upon hearing her question. Don't tell me. You found the QB liquid. No, we weren't quite that successful. But we got something else instead. An important piece of information. What information? We were securing around some buildings a long way from here. And we happened upon a platoon of enemies making camp. Of course, we hit ourselves right away. Oh, is this where we'll finally get the final video? Which I haven't checked. I should have checked that, by the way. Should have checked if the... Because I can't remember if there's ever been a video where we've had everyone minus Ado, but plus Ava as one of the things. If we haven't, my guess is that'll be probably the bottom one. Those clones never saw us, but... We overheard their leaders talking to someone through their wireless comms. And we heard them mention the practical bacteria. The exploration team excitedly continued their tale. They learned something from the platoon leader's conversation. A few days ago at an enemy base, the relay station we've been to in other timelines, there's a practical bacteria outbreak. They quarantined the corroded areas but couldn't stop the spread completely. That was why the platoon had been sent out to the cluster of buildings to look for a way to combat the bacteria. The last thing we heard the leader say was, "We've secured the QB liquid. I've already sent it to the relay station. It should arrive any minute now." So you're saying there's QB liquid at the enemy base? The exploration team nodded with smiles on their faces. Just then Sirei and Nigo showed up. Hooray! Surprise! We heard everything! What an incredible feat. And you all made it back in one piece. Your commanding officers. Just so happy you're all okay. Quiet with that, man. Anyway, I know we only just got the news, but I need you to go immediately. Huh? Go where? Isn't it obvious? The enemy relay station. Of course, we can't very well leave the school empty. You never know when there might be a surprise attack. Those of you who went out today should stay here. You're probably exhausted after all that walking. Wait a minute. I get why the defense team should be the ones to go, but... You really mean right now?
Yum, yum, yum.
You're darn right I do. If you don't go now, you won't make it in time. Even by bus, it takes about 8 hours to get to the base. Then we'd make it even if we left tomorrow. We still have 4 days left anyway. Yeah, but they're gonna use it. I think you're forgetting something important, Marco. The school bus, right now, it's... Oh, dang. Can't use the bus because of the practical stuff. Exactly. That's why we needed a defense team to set off now. Preferably sprinting. You want us to run when it would take the bus 8 hours? You'll be fine. We're confident you can make the trip in a mere 32 hours. 32 hours? Oh, Lord. $39. After taking a moment of rest our eyes, those of us assigned to the exploration team left for the base. There were 8 of us in total: Moko, Darumi, Shoma, Gaku, Tsubasa, Kurara, Hirako, and me. We were cautioned against using Tsubasa and Shoma's class weapons to make the journey easier. We'd be in for a fight when we got to the base, so we needed to preserve our Hemoanima as much as possible. According to Sirei and Nigo, class weapons weren't capable of that kind of extended use anyway. Our only option was to run. Run, bitch! Run! Night fell. Dawn broke. And even as everything felt dark again, we just kept going. Maybe this was the exaggeration, but aside from some short breaks for food, we really did just keep running. An overwhelming amount of time passed. Before I knew it, it was the start of another day. 32 hours? Day 40. Suddenly I realized the sky was light again. I must have fallen asleep while I was running. Everybody else seemed just as dazed, constantly moving their legs even as they grew limp and weak. As I opened my eyes, Hirako, who was leading the charge, called out, "We're here." We stopped and made our way to the top of the nearby hill to survey the situation. What we saw was... Finally! This video! Of nothing there! Okay. After some quick recon, we snuck into a nearby storm drain. Getting here was really tiring, wasn't it? For real? Not even a real going could make me feel this close to death. Can we rest for a sec? You can barely move a muscle. No, we don't have time. Cold-blooded psycho! She's eviler than a homicidal mastermind. Just to confirm, we're going to fight the enemies in the base, right? Isn't that obvious? It's not like we could ask politely for their QB liquid. He'll just hand it over with a smile. Huh? You've all heard about the enemy intel, right? Yeah! Right. Hirako told us on the way here. Quetzala is going to be here. Hirako had explained to everyone what she heard from Sirei and the others. The name of the commander is Quetzala. He flies around the sky, right? So annoying. Well, not with my specialist skill on our side. I'll whip up some surface-to-air artillery and knock him down in one shot. The thing is, I'll have to start crafting it after he actually appears. Why? Can't you just make it now? This practical weapon can only hold its shape for 5 minutes. After that, its internal pressure will cause it to explode. I see. And that makes complete sense then. One last thing. There's no revivals in this battle, so be careful. Right. Without the school bus, we never make it back to the infirmary in time. Exactly. So if things look shaky, retreat immediately. Got it. Everyone nodded in silence. Their faces looked tense. Okay, guys, let's do this. Special Defense Unit, move out! This might also be another one that we've never had before, too. Because this is... I think the most we've ever had in this situation has always been 5. So, having like... What is this, 8? That's a lot more. So we might have 2 new opening things. Yep.
That battle was on easy mode.
Yeah, nothing to it.
It's not over yet. He's coming.
Him? It's Quinzale!
I am the paragon of repulsion, Quinzale. I'll be sure to make it agonizingly painful when I kill you. Go ahead, scramble for your ugly lives. You won't escape from me.
He's here. Just like a moth fluttering
The way
around a
Shoma said
bonfire in
Quinzale
summer.
was fucking hilarious.
Alright, cover me.
Shoma, of
I
course
need to
you
focus
tried
on crafting this artillery.
me. We're fucking doing it all in one row.
Hello, Earth to peasants! Am I talking to myself here? It's an honor to be tasked with
We're
protecting
just
somebody
literally
as
skipping the
noble
fight,
as
so of
me.
course they're easy.
Everybody, Kurata's right.
See? He gets it.
No, I mean, forget about honor or nobility or whatever. Just cover her.
Understood. Got it. It's set. Told you it wouldn't take long. And that's how a true lady slaughters her prey.
He freaking survived!
Naughty Kurara! You broke your promise! I never said this would kill him! I just said it would knock him down!
Less bickering, more fighting.
Okay, here goes.
You wretches! The pain. It hurts. Why? Why would you do something so cruel?
You're asking us?
And why do you?
Suddenly, Quinzale broke off and stared at something behind us off of the horizon.
Oh! A UFO!
I swear to God!
Huh? Where? Where?
You're all idiots! Everyone turned to look. So caught up in the moment that I did too.
I don't see no UFO.
Wait, hold on, before I... And why do you... What was Moko gonna say?
Don't tell me.
Turn back, but it was too late. During those precious few seconds, the Fiat commander had disappeared completely.
Did he?
You're all dumb!
Run away?
Looks like it.
With that idiotic trick? Not even a kid would have fallen for that.
How many what is this? This is our 4th or 5th time that this
And
happened.
yet, we did fall for it.
So you're saying...
This is like the 5th or 4th time this happened.
A bunch of little kids.
You're all dumbasses. Especially, like, I'm trying to remember. Was there in any... So, Takumi seems to have only remembered the timelines that are quote-unquote relevant, even though relevant is not really the right word, if I'm being completely honest. He only remembers the timelines that are relevant to what we need to unlock here. So he remembers mystery. He does not remember anything from the hunt timeline. He knows about the box of calamity. He knows of Slasher, or at least part of it anyway. But I don't remember if any of those timelines had us go through this. I don't think so. I think Box of Blessings we did. We've done this, but he doesn't seem to remember that timeline, so. Anyway, you're all dumb as rocks.
I found it! It's here!
Shoma's voice echoed throughout the base. We all followed the sound. Shoma, did you really find it? Yes, in a storage room in the back. Then let's see it! At Gaku's urging, Shoma pulled it out from behind his back. Now that about it. That's QB liquid. Yahoo! We did it! We can use this to get rid of that practical bacteria, right? Yep, completely and thoroughly. Good work, Shoma. Great work. I didn't know you had it in you, Shoma. Ew, now we can take a break. I don't think so. We don't even have time to stand still, let alone sit down and rest. Huh?
Oh?
We only have 2 days left. If it's still going to take us 32 hours to get back, we won't arrive until tomorrow night. And I'm assuming you're all too tired to run at the same speed as we did on the way here. That means we'll be racing against the clock. If we really push ourselves, we might make it by the morning after tomorrow. But... Silence, servant. Servant? Let's get going. The others are counting on us. Hiko started making her way outside the base. The rest of us can only sigh. That Hiriko. It's just like I said. She's a cold-blooded psycho. With that, we all staggered after her. I mean, she's not wrong, though. You gotta think of it from that perspective, guys. Day 41. All we could do was drag our exhausted bodies back to the academy one step at a time. My consciousness was so hazy that I felt like I was running inside a nightmare. My legs were out of strength. I imagined they were just two withered ancient tree trunks attached to my body. Morning finally came. The sun set, and even as night came again, we never stopped. What we were doing by that point could hardly be called running. Even walking would have been too generous a description. My body felt like it wasn't mine anymore. It was like I was having an out-of-body experience. Suddenly, I heard a voice. The date is about to change. No idea who said it. Well, I know I might have said it without realizing. Feeling blurry and hazy, we crossed over into the new day. It was day 42, right? Or is it 43 that this shit would have been blah. Either way, we'll make it, but... Just like Hiriko predicted, we finally arrived at the academy on the morning of day 42. We're fucking dead! You guys, I hardly know what to say in a situation like this. Welcome back just isn't enough. You've returned safely. I was so worried that my heart almost broke.
Oh.
My dear sister and I prayed for you every day. Damn it, the hell's this? Some kind of salty shit coming out of my eyes. Me too. My eyes are squirting. The defense team all look generally happy to see us back. We appreciate that, but only could muster was a dry laugh. So, what about the QB liquid? Ah, fuck, we left that at the base. Fuck! You found it, right? Spasa weakly lifted her arms to bring it out. Hey, nice work! I knew you could do it. Thank you so much, everybody. And shouts of applause, cheers, and praise. Smiles stretched across every face, and some even started leaping with joy. Now, Miss Kawana, I hate to ask you as soon as you return, but do you think you could get started on dealing with the bacteria? Tsubasa looked completely drained. Her hollow eyes stared into nothing as she answered. Fine, but I can't do it alone. I need everyone's help. Poor Tsubasa. She really gets put through the ringer here. Phew! Looks like we made it in time. Good thing the school has replication machines. Thanks to that, we managed to synthesize a large quantity of undiluted QB liquid. We divide the QB liquid among ourselves and spray it all over every last inch of the school. Of course, we gave the school bus in the parking lot a thorough going over as well. That should clear out the practical bacteria. There's no chance of it spreading now. But what about the bus? It's still a corroded mess. I guess I'll just have to figure something out. You gonna repair it? Yeah. Did this kind of thing plenty at Grandpa's garage. What a relief. And now, Kawana, if you don't mind, I need you to. Someone kicked Sirei as hard as they could before he could finish his demand. I hope it was Tsubasa. Nah, honorable Sirei, sir. Nigo ran over to comfort his fallen superior. Either Tsubasa, Hiroko, or myself. Who would do such a thing? I looked around to find the culprit, only to see that everyone else was looking at me. Fuck yeah, Takumi! Go for it, bro! Apparently I was the one who kicked him. It had all happened unconsciously. Sorry, Sirei. I'm so tired I'm losing my sense of reason. Sirei does not appear to be listening, I fear. Yeah, he's out like a light. Is everything okay? I mean with you, Takumi. Isn't the bomb inside you supposed to go off if you even lay a finger on Sirei? It's probably fine. I agree. After all, Takumi might have laid something on him. But it wasn't a finger. It was a foot. Oh my god. Okay. This route is probably one of the best routes just because of all this funny bullshit that goes on. I mean, you had the fucking smack talk Ava going up against Veshnes going like, shut up, you bitch, shut up, you slut, shut up, you skank, and all that shit. It's like, what the fuck? And then you have this one where it's like, I just love that whole thing. It's like, who could have done such a thing? I was looking around for the culprit, but everyone was looking at me. After that, we immediately parted ways. The others head back to the rooms, but Hiroko lingered behind to speak to me. Looks like we solved our practical bacteria problem. In this timeline, anyway. Huh? Yeah, we should give some QB liquid to the hunt timeline, too. The next time the blood space waves will be high enough is day 45. We'll be able to leap then between 5 and 11 a.m. It will still be a while until we can get to the hunt timeline. Hope the damage hasn't spread too badly by then.
Oh.
Me too. But there's something else we have to do first. Are you talking about that post this book? We'll resume our search tomorrow. Tomorrow will probably be our last day, actually. Alright, we only have 10% of the books left to check. Hiroko gave a firm nod. Well then, it's all in your hands. With that, she left and headed for her room. I staggered and waddled back to my room. When I lay my worn-out husk of a body down, I was greeted by an intense drowsiness. No idea what happened after that. A second later, I was completely unconscious. It wouldn't surprise me if they actually had me skip a few days just because of how tired I was, but I don't think that's going to be the case. It's evening, Takumi. How long do you plan on sleeping? You're too old to act like this.
Hey!
I'm literally a teenager. In case you forgot, we ran 2 marathons, fought in a battle in between, and had to hose the school down with QB liquid as soon as we got back. I'm dying from lack of sleep here. Keep it down. We're in a library. Who cares? Nobody's even here. I'm here. Are you blind or something? Didn't I just tell you to quiet down, smooth brain? Damn. You're yelling too. I'm glad to see you're doing okay. Same to you. With a short rest, Hiroko spoke solemnly. Alright, let's get started. For real this time. We only have 5% left to look. We spent what felt like an entirety there in the library, in silence. My head was empty, incapable of independent thought. I was just staring at the light of the lamp dangling in front from the ceiling, transfixed. I had no idea how much time had passed, but then I heard the announcement. Shut up! Howdy, soldiers! Silence washed over the cold, vast space once more. Neither of us said a word. We continued to stand there stunned. After some time, Hiroko finally spoke. Let's head back. Tried to answer, but my mouth was too dry to move. There's no sense in lingering. The book wasn't in here after all. It might be out there somewhere beyond the wall of fire, but I have no idea how we'd find it. There's no libraries or bookstores out there. It would be like trying to find a needle in a haystack. Does that mean we're going to have to give up on the book and find another way out of the loop? With that, Hiroko slipped out of the room. I felt something dark in the pit of my chest. I couldn't even muster a sigh. Day 44. I'm another troops! Don't think I didn't forgive you for that kick, Sumino. I'm gonna blow you up soon. It wasn't over what happened yesterday. The black lump was still stuck in my chest. We still had more than 50 days until day 100. Be sure to find a way to break out of the loop by then. I firmly remind myself of this fact and decided to walk around school like normal. Could Ado have the book? That's the only thing I can think of is Ado possibly having the book. There it is. Okay, so. All that's left now were the 3. Because we had none of the videos here. So the only ones left were here. Our first one is on row 5, column 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was this one. That was the one that we just did. The one that we had with Quinzale. So now it's 9 and 2. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Still have that one. Do we have the last one on row 19 and 1. We do not, so we're still missing those two. So we did have a video with everyone minus Ado, but plus Ava. Is that what this one is? It might be. That kind of looks like it. We have... Okay, we have all 5 of the second to last defense members. When the hell did this one happen? I mean, I guess this... No. Comedy route. Comedy route. I forgot comedy route. Comedy route was where we had... Where everyone was still alive except for Ado. That's right. That's right. I completely forgot about that. Alright. Let's just do exploring. Even though we literally did a lot of exploring already. It is the quickest way to get stuff out. Now, this is probably the best time of when to actually go exploring to get stuff. The sun set and the scenery turned to dark and dusk. A similar phenomenon was happening in my chest. I couldn't stop thinking about the loop. Was there really a way out of it? As I was mulling it over, I realized I wasn't alone. Yuriko? Ava? Did something happen? There's something I wish to report to you. Mr. Sumino, you said you were looking for a book called Reflections of an Impracticatory Metaphysicosis, correct?
Huh?
Yeah, I did. What about it? I think I may have figured out where the book is, I mean. What? I was just talking to Mr. Genzaki, and somehow we ended up on the subject of Mr. Atsuki. Yep, he has the book. Yes, Ado has been locked up in the room ever since day 9. Pardon me asking, but is he doing all right? How is his emotional well-being? I gave him meals regularly. He seems the same as ever. He's actually pretty fond of that place. He told me it's quiet and relaxing. He even said it's perfect for reading. For reading? Yes, I bring him books with his meals. He asked me for something to read, so I just grabbed a few from the library. If I might ask, was there a book titled Reflections on Impracticatory Metaphysicosis in your selection? Yes, there was. I remember it because of that weird, complicated title. Why do you want to know? Ava, thank you! I gave her my short and sweet thanks before sprinting outside. Hiroko, come with me. What is it? I know where the book is. I knew it. I knew it was with Ado. Now, is this going to be a choice, though? Because it feels like there's a choice involved with him, but I guess we'll see. We turned down the stairs through the halls and into the capsule room. Let me guess. You finally figured it out. Where did you put that book? I got it right here. Ado pulled the book out of his jacket. I ripped it out of his clutches. Looked over the cover. There it was. The title I wanted to see for so long. Reflections on Impracticatory Metaphysicosis. Could Ado also have getting memories from other timelines too? Unfortunately. What the? All the pages are ripped out? What happened to them? Do you know anything about goats? I've been told more than once that I look like one. Don't tell me. That's right. I ate them. You gave me so little food. I was so hungry I just couldn't help myself. Yoko and I searched the room from top to bottom, We went and frisked Edo just in case he was hiding anything on him. But there wasn't so much of a single page, not a single paragraph of the book remaining. Did you read it? You did, didn't you? Why did you think I asked if you had finally figured it out? There was information relevant to our situation in there. You knew we'd show up for it eventually. Isn't that right? And that's not all. I gave you a hint on day 36 as well. I happen to be aware of some valuable intel that you might be interested in. So there was information about the time loop in that book. Edo, tell us everything. What exactly was written in it? Have your hippocampi rotted away? And I said I wouldn't tell you anything until you apologized to me. And not just Takumi. I'm including you too now, Hiroko. That's joint liability. Why don't you two get on your knees, put your foreheads to the ground, and lick the floor while you grovel. We're so sorry, Edo. You don't deserve this. Then maybe, just maybe...
Hey!
There's no way we're doing any of that. Well then, I guess we're done here. You're gonna have to repeat these same pointless 100 days forever and ever. 100 years, 1,000 years, it doesn't matter. It'll just keep going for all of eternity. Well, maybe it's not so bad in its own way. It's the same as being immortal in a sense. On second thought, I'm actually a little jealous of you. So envious that I might have to sleep it off for a while. I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. Sleep tight, you two. I mean, we could just use when we go and give them the QB material, maybe we go look through the library for it. Maybe we ask Shoma where he found it, in what location, and we just go find it in the other timelines, because, you know, it was still before dawn. Hiroko and I had come to the lab for the first time in a long while. Okay, I'm all done configuring the machine. Everything's ready. I just have to wait for 5 a.m. And the QB liquid. Got it right here. Ask Tsubasa to give me a little extra. But either way, what do we do about Edo? Are we going to force him to tell us what he knows? Tell us what he knows somehow? That would be a waste of time. Torture doesn't work on his type. What do we do? Hiroko raped her knuckles against her bro as she answered. Let's think on it. We still have time. And right now we need to focus on the leap at hand. The goal isn't anything too complicated this time. Just have to get the QB liquid to Tsubasa in the hunt timeline. But it's possible someone might have slipped and cracked his head somewhere along the line, isn't it? The next time the blood space waves will surge is day 50. There's a battle on day 47, so we can't afford to linger under any circumstances. Don't worry, I won't screw up like that again. Then go ahead and work your magic. 5 a.m. on the dot. Clad in our leap suits, we slammed the red button and jumped onto the platform. Alright, let's go. I think day 50 is when the one who can make copies comes back. It's light out. Our announcement hasn't played yet, but someone might wake up early and come over here. Let's proceed with caution. Don't make a sound. Got it. First, we head to Takumi's foreroom. Huh? Should we go straight to Tsubasa? Looking like this? When she wakes up and screams in our faces, then what? Why do we need to go to Takumi 4's room? I need you to become Takumi 4 again. Then you can give the QB liquid to Tsubasa and explain how you got it. Explain it how. Just make something up. But if Takumi 4 wakes up while you're at it, we'll have a mess on our hands. That's why. I quietly infiltrated Takumi 4's room. He was still sleeping. Hiko slid up to him and with a reckless amount of force, stab him with a hypodermic needle.
Can't you be a little gentler when you do that? Even if he's from another timeline, he's still me.
I know. And that's why I did it like that. More importantly, change clothes and get to Tsubasa. I'll take your suit and head for the capsule room.
What do we do about him?
We leave him here and go. The anesthetic I used is more powerful than the one from last time. He'll be out for a whole day.
Damn.
We've got nothing to worry about.
Wait! Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is this also where the whole fainting disease bullshit came in? Is that why? Is that why there were days where I didn't remember anything? We step out of Takumi 4's room. Gave my leap suit to Hiroko, who wished me luck and vanished inside the school. I watched her leave before I head to Tsubasa's room. Oh god, aren't we kind of like in a relationship right now or something like that? Or like kind of starting to have one? Oh lord. Ring the doorbell and Tsubasa opened the door, sleepily rubbing her eyelids. What is it? It's so early. Sorry, but I have something to give you. Pulled the QB liquid out of my pocket and handed it to Tsubasa. No way! This is QB liquid! But how? Where'd you get this? I snuck out to do some extra exploring last night and found it then. Where? Jeez, where was it again? So dark I couldn't really see. Whatever. What matters is we can use this to get rid of the practical bacteria. Thank you, Takumi. You're seriously the best. What a relief. Now all of you can leave this place on day 100 too. Huh? What do you mean all of you? Aren't you going to get in the pod with us? Oh no, that's not what I meant. It's going to blow the lid off the whole operation if I kept talking. There's only one way out. Well, good luck with everything. Turn and try to leave Tsubasa behind, but... Wait, aren't you going to help? I have an errand I need to deal with. You can ask the others though, right? Wow, heartless munch? I'm kind of offended. Maybe I'll just disable the shower and toilet in your room. Tsubasa started marching over to my room. I panicked and tried to stop her. Wait! I had until 11 a.m. to leap back in the timeline. It's only 6:30 a.m. now, so I still had time. Fine, you win. I'll help you. Great, then let's get right to it. He's whip! Phew, finally done. I should have wiped out the practical bacteria. Thanks, Takumi. You really saved us. Scratch the tip of my nose. Scanner was the only place affected by bacteria, right? Yeah, for now. But just to be sure, I'll spray it all around the school later. I can use our replicator in the biolab to increase the stock of QB liquid. How about the escape pod repairs? Just have to give it a shot. It looks like it's going to be a serious task, though. When I was spraying the liquid just now, I got inside the pod from a gap in the corroded exterior wall. From there, I saw what the control system is a mess. I'll need to replace everything, including the circuit board. Don't really know anything about that stuff, but it sounds like a lot of work. There was one good thing. If we replace the control system circuit board, we'll be able to manually deploy the pod from the war room. From the war room? Manually? Yeah. So we could escape the school without waiting for day 100. Exactly. But it's going to be taking at least 50 days to fully repair it, even if I work at top speed. So I'd be done by day 95 at the earliest, and that barely changes anything. Can't the others help you out with some of it? There's plenty they could do. Can't really ask them for help right now. Smack dab in the middle of the invader hunt after all. Huh? hardly asked the members we're up against, you know. Hold on. I thought the invader hunt was over. Huh? What are you saying? It got back on track a while back. Ever since the real sponsor showed up on day 33. Oh, Lord. So, yeah, day 33. What? The sponsor's still alive? Yeah. Spasa said the one that got killed in day 31 was a spare. Then Kako G's still out there? Right. Which means she's likely hiding somewhere inside the school. I was looking for a place to hide in the school without being found. Our eyes met. Underground. The hidden room. We descended the stairs to the basement, just as we suspected someone was there. But wasn't who we were expecting. Ado. Ato. What are you doing here? Ado stared at Hiroko in her leap suit and nodded as if something had just clicked for him. I see. You must be Hiroko. I recognize the voice. Identifying people by their voice rather than their appearance is something of a forte of mine. Okay, so okay, hold on. Wrong button. So they said day 33 was when he popped up, or that's when he showed up. So day 33. Ado is still there. But then again, that might be because of this. Okay. The spares. The spares could have been the dead body. So that wasn't the real Kako G that was killed. That could have been one of the fake ones. One of the other dead bodies that were there already, which were, I can't remember, you know, Kirara, Gaku, whoever, Ado. But I think this Ado right here, because that Ado left on day 35, right? Day 35 or even day 36? Yeah, somewhere between day 35 and day 36. So this could have been him. The leap suit had voice changers, but Hiroko's was turned off at that point. Because everyone looks like hideous monsters to you. Oh, you know about that? I can't say I'm surprised. Those suits tell me you have experienced jumping to other timelines. And Hiroko, you don't belong to this timeline, do you? And the Hiroko from this timeline is already dead. You're here from some other timeline, and that's where you learned about my secret. The same probably goes for you, Takumi. Hiroko being alive, and well, doesn't seem to bother you at all. Which means the two of you jumped from the same timeline, didn't you? So what if we did? I was just thinking out loud. After all, you're the same as us. You don't belong to this timeline either. The Ado in this timeline has his cryptoglobe absorbed by Takumi on day 2. How escapably cruel. Even if this isn't my timeline, that's hard to forgive. You must be from the Box of Calamity timeline. You jumped from it on day 36, didn't you? Box of Calamity? Is that what you're calling it? You're probably right. I imagine that is the timeline I came from. I escaped the school, wandered the streets, and by chance stumbled on some sort of laboratory. I decided to tinker with the machinery there, and before I knew it, I was here. There's no way that happened just by chance. Oh, but it did. It's not so surprising considering my specialist skill. Special fortune telling. Ado nods slowly. Fine. We'll say it was a coincidence. Let me ask you something. Are you the sponsor in the Invader Hunt? Huh? No matter the timeline, you're still just as dense. The Invader Hunt started on day 26. How could I sponsor the game when I only arrived here on day 36? Then the real sponsor must be Kako G. Oh, do you two know who it is? Not answering, Well, so be it. I'm not interested in a sponsor anyway. Then what are you doing here? Why are you here? I wanted to read. Read? Why would you do that? You don't know why someone would read? You're terminally stupid, I fear. I read to satisfy my intellectual hunger. There's so much I want to know. About humanity, about space, about the laws of physics that govern it all, and of course about the mystery behind my own existence. But more importantly, I want to know about time looping. You two are completely unrelated to my timeline, so allow me to confess in full. Deep down, I want to see people the way you see them, purely as a matter of intellectual curiosity. So I start reading all kinds of books to find a way to make it happen. Unfortunately, it seems there really is some kind of glitch in my brain. So long as I have that, I won't be able to perceive people the way you do. Sad, isn't it? Shall we cry about it together? All I want is to be friends. Do you know anything about how to get this glitch out of my brain? If you do, I think I could be your comrade again, in the truest sense of the word. Yeah, rip your eyes out. I suppose there was no point in asking. You don't believe me, do you? And I'll just have to disappear, I suppose. Disappear? Don't tell me. Exactly. See you around. Very next second, Ado pulled something out of his pocket. He threw it straight at us. Instantly, the object exploded. Didn't have time to close my eyes or plug my ears. Stun grenade. I muttered my brief realization before losing consciousness. What happened? I'm going to assume we made it back to our own timeline. Up and at 'em!
You certainly sleep hard. Maybe it's an after effect of leap damage.
This is my room, right? Are we back in steady fundamental?
Of course. And who do you think you have to thank for that?
You.
Don't tell me. Again.
I seriously considered just abandoning you this time. But I knew I'd miss having an errand boy. So I carried you back.
Was it a stun grenade that went off? Were you alright?
I was wearing my leap suit, so I took almost no damage.
Sat up and got out of bed. What happened after that?
Oh.
After the lights had subsided, 803 was gone. 3? He was the 80 from the Box of Calamity timeline. And the versions of us in that timeline were Hirako 3 and Takumi 3, right? I figured the same could apply to him. I see. So 803 got away. I tried to chase him, but you were already incontent and laid out. Don't you mean inanimate? We were also running out of time to make the leap, so I had to give up on 803. Hirako sighed deeply. I have to do something. Kakoji is in that timeline too. And that's true. But let's set aside for a moment. There's someone I want to introduce you to first. Huh? Who? Who? Who indeed? This is the infirmary. That chair. It's the Dumalik Cognitive Reconstruction Therapy device. The new and improved version. So who do you want to introduce me to? Ado? We're ready for you. Come on out. At Hiroko's words, someone stepped out from inside the revival-matic. What? Ado? I instinctively balled up my fist and squared up. It's okay. He's on our side now. On our side? Just to be absolutely clear, And this is this timeline's 80. In other words, 801. You let him out of the capsule room? Yes. Why? Don't be so alarmed, Takumi. I've been completely reborn. I didn't understand. I looked at Hiroko for an explanation. Okay, so maybe that's what happened. I mean, maybe that's what happened to whatever Eito, the Hiroko who brought all the dead people back to the mystery route. That's what she did to that Eito so that he's fine. And it's the real one. Unlike in the Love and Peace Eito, this Eito is fine. Like, this Eito actually did get fixed.
Oh.
Do you remember what 803 said in the Hunt timeline? Do you know anything about how to get this glitch out of my brain? If you do, I think I could be your comrade again, in the truest sense of the word.
Oh?
That gave me an idea. The Cerebral Glitch Repair Program? Exactly. But I figured that wouldn't be enough to get rid of the bone-deep contempt he had for humanity.
Huh?
So you used the Dolomagnetic thing?
Oh.
Yes, with Sirei and Nigo's permission, of course. Originally, this machine couldn't be used on Special Defense Units members, but thanks to my improvements on its design, I was able to use it on Eito. And thanks to Hiroko, I'm as you see me now. Well, I suppose I don't look any different, but my mind feels like it's been thoroughly cleansed. And what do we look like to you? How can I explain it? To start with, Hiroko looks like an intellectual, refined woman of great beauty. On the other hand, Takumi, you look like a half-rotten cherry tomato that's been left in the back of the refrigerator too long. You still glitched. That was a joke. In truth, you're a beautiful young man with a dignified face full of courage and passion. Oh, maybe I've said too much. At any rate, appearances is something that can only be described subjectively. What I see and what you see are not necessarily the same. But at the very least, I no longer have the psychological aversions to your appearances that I used to. To put it simply, in my eyes, you all look truly beautiful. There's your explanation. You really don't feel hatred for us or the rest of humanity now? That's right. So we can trust you now. I swear you can. On my life. And tell us about the book. What did you read in it? Exactly what you'd expect. It covers the history and examples of the time loop phenomenon, as well as some scientific considerations. We want to know how to get out of the time loop. Was there anything about that? There was. You jumped into the past from day 100 to day 2, right? The loop was triggered by the first trip back in time. Once force is applied to an object, it will continue to move at the same speed until additional external force is applied. That's the law of inertia. Without friction or resistance, a spinning top would continue to spin forever. A pendulum continues to swing from side to side. A weighted spring continues to move up and down. That's exactly what your situation is like. Enough explaining. Get to the conclusion. How do we break out of the loop? The best way to explain it is the example of the spring. You two are the weight of the spring. Time moves down from day 2 to day 100. But it can't progress any further. The restoring force of the spring brings it back to day 2. So how do we cut loose from the spring? Do we increase the weight? Precisely. But how do we do that? Let me get straight to the point. It all comes down to the lives of the Special Defense Unit. Their lives? Indeed. The weight here is the weight of life itself. In short, if all the Special Defense Unit members in this timeline survive until 10 a.m. on day 100, The sum of all those lives will serve as a huge weight that can tear away the mighty spring that is the time loop. Well, there we go. There we go. That definitely makes it feel like that this timeline is supposed to be the true timeline then, in a way. Hiroko and I were silent. 3 seconds later, I shouted out loud. Yes, I can finally break free of the time loop. We just have to keep everyone in this timeline alive. There's no problem at all. Everyone's survival is one of my goals anyway. Even without this information, we were going to protect everyone anyway. Well, we have a definite objective now, so I'm grateful for that. Our friend's survival is directly linked to our escape from the loop. The situation just got much simpler. Not necessarily. We probably also need Shion to survive too. Looked right into Ao's eyes as I spoke. Shion needs to survive too. Ava needs to survive. Everyone on the planet needs to survive outside of the commanders. That's probably going to be a thing. Thank you, Ado. I'm going to trust you for now. For now? Well, that's good enough, I guess. It's hard to regain lost trust. I'll do everything I can to support you until you can trust me unconditionally. Day 46 ended in excitement, or rather didn't. Tomorrow, day 47, we'd face another defensive battle. Hiroko and I had something we needed to do before that. And that something was tell everyone about Ado. Everyone gathered in the war room before the morning announcement played. Just checking one last time. Are we really gonna let that whack job Ado fight with us? We spent 3 hours going over this last night. We heard your arguments against it, but in the end, you all agreed to this. You two sound so confident. You were so passionate, it was like you were spitting fire. Just felt right to trust you. If I got her dweller like me is permitted to say so. Ado does seem different from before, somehow. That's right. His aura before was poopy brown, but now it's a shining poopy red. Thank you. Although I'm not quite sure if that was a compliment. Besides, you heard what Sirei said. Right. If Ado does anything even a little threatening, he'll detonate the bomb inside of him. Oh, did I say that? You did, sir. Oh, sure. I'll take your word for it. I was so sleepy then, I don't really remember. Is this the first time we've ever seen this? Are you fucking kidding me? There's clip arts of characters that we have not seen before. That's honestly fucking great. For the love of murder, are you feeling okay? Like I said last night, I'll follow our captain's lead. I agree. As do I. I personally am quite opposed. Huh? Introducing new character now will take attention away from me. I want everyone's praise and adoration. I want everyone to fawn over me. I'll toss you a frisbee later. Then I'm on board. Oh my god. Oh. On one hand, it's not as bad, but I feel like it's also worse that the brainwashing Ava has. Thank you, everyone. Ava's right. I'm like a new character on the battlefield. But I'll give it my all in the fight for you. Then maybe you'll fawn over me after the battle. Love and peace. Ado flashed a carefree smile. It was infectious. Soon all of us are smiling. Well then, the enemy may be here any moment now. So, Nigo, if you will. Play that funky music, white boy. Got it. I'll cue the music. What's with this freaky old Enka song? It's a folk song, right? I kind of like it. We went over the reason for the song choice already, so no need to talk about that again. 2 commands will attack this time. Teramatami and Nyoguan. The former manipulates sound waves. She'll try to pull us into hallucination by playing frequencies inaudible to human ears. To prevent that, we have to play a particular piece of music that includes waveforms in antiphases to hers. And that's the folk song you're hearing now. By playing the song in advance, the enemy sound waves will be cancelled out, which means no hallucinations. Isn't that right, Sirei?
Perfect recap, Suzuhara. Couldn't have said it better myself, considering you also said that shit to me.
As we discuss our strategy.
Intrude.
What the hell? Ain't it kind of early?
Thought you said the enemy would attack after the morning announcement.
Well, that's weird. We're well past wake-up time now.
It have something to do with how we redirect the entire announcement to play the song.
In that case, we might be in trouble.
Trouble? How?
If the annoying announcement didn't play,
there might be something wrong with the intruder alert too. You fucking idiots!
I knew it!
What do we do? The enemy's already breached the wall. We need to do something quick. Takumi. Got it. Not firmly. Everyone, let's do this. Special Defense Unit, move out! Well, hey! We're on a timeline where everyone's alive. We have Ado fighting with us. We're not fucking parasites or whatever the fuck Retsnom is. It is so hilarious to me, by the way. Bam. This might actually be a different one from that one too. That could be the case. I'll see when we go to. I'll see when we get to the free time. But that also leaves me a question of we're still missing one. Then how the hell will we get a different one? Maybe we split the party up again or something like that. And I guess we'll see. La 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 la. La 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 la. Yep.
Nice. Now you won't have to worry about those auditory attacks.
I'll just turn off the music.
Well then,
Why?
everyone, the rest
You should
is
keep
up
it
to
on. It just makes more sense because she comes back anyway.
Invaders.
See? Told ya. She shows up and she's gonna bring more music.
The paragon of charity.
To battle!
To battle.
Ah! Just when I thought we'd finally put that first one in her place!
That must be the time reversal we heard so much about.
Sirei and Nigo warned us about this, but it's even more a pain than I could have guessed.
We'd best save ourselves some trouble and take out that new gang first.
If we don't, this battle will never end.
All right, everyone. Let's show these guys what we can do
Curious
and end them.
if we'll learn the truth about this war on this timeline now too, now that I think about it. Will we learn that we're not actually on Earth, that we're actually on Superman and all that other stuff? That would be interesting.
Everyone, this is horrible. The school is...
It's okay, keep it together. Sirei told us about this trick too.
Right. It's just an illusion. Once we beat Tur and Tammy, it should go back to normal.
Isn't it against the rules for them to tag team us like this?
Shoma was right. We need to deal with Mew Gang first.
Okay, here goes.
Battle was over. With Teru Tamani defeated, we could see the school was what it really was again. But our relief was short-lived. Veshness.
Huh? Where's Tur and Tammy?
Mew Gang's gone too!
They just ran off together.
They were holding each other for support.
Aw,
why didn't you say anything?
Well...
They looked so sad, hobbling off like that.
That was enough for me. I had a good idea what the twins were thinking. Could probably see themselves in those two commanders as they helped each other.
Well, whatever. I don't feel like chasing after them to finish them off.
They were so completely covered in wounds. Their organs and bones will be in tatters by now. I doubt they'll show up here again.
Well, Veshness might absorb them
Is it
herself.
time for the usual? I think so.
Oh, lordy.
All right, ready and go!
Special Defense
So
Unit!
fucking
Best in the
corny!
world, Indestructible and undefeated! Never lose, never yield! Special Defense Unit, fight on!
Everyone's voices rained loudly. The moment there was silence, Nozomi spoke.
That's not fair, Takumi. I'm the one who usually leads the chant.
I fucking knew it too! I was like, she's gonna complain that she's the one that usually leads the chant.
But Sir Takumi is our leader.
He probably should have been the one saying it the whole time.
Fine. I'll let you do it from now on. But a little advice?
What? Like I said, we're all... What? This is probably one of the... This is, like I said, this is the most serious but also unserious timelines of this entire game. It's serious because, you know, the time looping and all that stuff, but it's unserious for moments like this.
You have to do the ready and go! Like you really mean it. Put some spirit into it.
Oh, Nozoms.
Such detail.
Such detail.
I didn't know she put so much thought into it.
She did. Everyone giggled as they looked at Nozomi. She blinked instantly a few times.
By the way, when does the fawning I was hoping for start?
Mr. Outsuki, did you really contribute to the battle that much?
Come on,
And
I definitely did. Didn't you see?
And continuing on the part of the so non-serious part of this timeline.
Well, you'll just have to wait.
Our next defensive battle is in 10 days. So I suggest you start training for that.
Now that's unfair.
Watch Edo slump his shoulders in disappointment, and everyone burst into laughter. Edo was truly one of us now. There was no way he'd betray us again. The bashful but bright smile on Edo's face was more than genuine enough to convince me of that. Let's hope. We all thought the love and peace was one too, but I am sure it's fine. Day 48. Day 50 is the next time we can leap, so... Oh! Killing game route. But he's remembering the one where we don't survive. He's remembering the one where we all died. Pulled upright and looked around me. This is my room. My body was freezing. Cold sweat soaked every inch of me. Is that a dream? No, that wasn't it. I experienced something like this many times before. This must be the same kind of thing, which meant something that happened in another timeline. I headed over to see Hiroko and gave her the rundown of what I just remembered. She nodded in silence and led me to our usual spot.
Oh.
Actually, I had a vision of the same events just before I woke up. But that's not possible. What I just saw was from the Hunt timeline. We lost you on day 30 on that timeline. So there's no way you'd know about what happened after that. Say what you will, but I saw what I saw.
Oh.
I do get the feeling it wasn't something I saw firsthand, though. I felt more like something I had heard from somebody else was playing out inside my head.
Oh.
Maybe I jumped to day 100 of the Hunt timeline somewhere along the way. Then someone told me what happened on that timeline. And after that, my consciousness jumped back to day 2, and I lost the memory. You just regained it now? And that's one possible explanation anyway. As usual, we continue our discussion after changing locations. What's more important are the specifics of what we just saw. Yeah. I was macking it up with Tsubasa. First of all, Kako G is going to self-destruct soon. But her death won't stop the invader hunt, because 803 will take her place as the game's sponsor. We'll have more casualties and finally on day 93.
The survivors will launch a last-ditch attack against Veshnes, and all of them will die.
Because you decided to absorb the baby. I wish we could help them. Do you think there's anything we can do? Let's give it some thought. We still have 2 days until we can leap again. Don't know if anything happens on day 50. Part ways with Hiroko, head for the cafeteria and gobble down some toast before going back to my room.
Huh?
Okay. As much as I'm worried about the Hunt timeline, still have things to get done in this one. Yep. Okay, let's see. Okay, it did not give me a new video, which makes sense. But alright guys, that's actually going to do it for this part of Let's Play 100 Line Last Defense Academy. In the next part, guys, we'll continue onward. Obviously, we'll get all the way to day 50. We'll jump to... I don't know which one we'll jump to, but we'll find something. I can't remember when we found Commune in that timeline. We found Commune after... Ava was dead. So... Slasher route, killing game route. So this is before Ava. Retsnom. So what was our choice here? Leaving Moko behind. So on day 50, does someone die? Koishika? Because, right, that's what we did. That's what we did beforehand. We had Koishika ingest poisons and then her cryptoglobin get absorbed. When does that happen? Kill Ava. Okay, so it happens after this. Or is that how we get... No, that's not how we get rid of Ato, is it? Yeah, Moko died because of the fight. Ava died here.
So we found Commune, and that's when Koishika died. Okay, so yeah, because we find Commune before Edo takes over. That's what happens. And then Tekamaru sacrifices himself as well. He's the final sacrifice, and everyone else survives. So I'm very curious as to like what we're gonna do to try to change it. I don't remember anything happening between there and then of Koishika sacrificing herself. I guess we'll have to see. But anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching this video. Guys, if you like the video, please give it a like button a click. And comment down below what you like about the video, didn't like about the video. And let me know, guys, what do you think of, I guess, everything that happened in this route. We have Edo with us now. We found that QB liquid. All that other stuff. So, yeah, let me know. And as always, guys, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a beat. And subscribe to our main channel, too. That's in the description below. As well as follow me on Twitter. Both my main Twitter, the RBG Keem Kid Twitter, are in there, too. Thank you all so much for watching once again. And I'll see you all next time.